toxic content creators. They appeal to the masses by covering major news topics and throwing their spin on it, either to make people like them, to say what sounds good, to encourage them, and when they get a larger following down the road, they turn around and fearmonger the masses. If they can too, they also will try to open up that book and try to go through it, to flip through it, quote from it, and make you think that they're living the book because they quote it so much, and because they break it down as well too. Another thing they do to get the trust of many is that, just like Jim Jones, they have to appear charismatic, operate by spirits of divination, to where they can fortune tell, predict the future with some measure of accuracy, without it being entire truth. They'll go so far as to figure out your personal business, and they go up there on camera and talk about it to make themselves appear spiritual. For example, they'll talk about the things you like, you don't like, the things you want to do, and they'll jump in front of it and try to speak words on top of that to influence you. And especially if they're reprobate, they will do whatever they can to prevent people from getting married. Then on top of it too, the more so of their schemes, if they're witches or warlocks, they will do as much as they can to hype up the people, then to speak negative words to drain them for energy, so they can harvest them, and if possible, draw on someone who's serious about the faith, someone who's searching out the Most High, seeking for Him, to get connected to Him, have a relationship with the Most High. And these devils want to jump in front of the whole process and try to lead people astray unto themselves. They will get up there and, just like diviners, lie left and right and be hypocrites on top of it too, just so they can harvest as many people as possible, even the destiny swept them, and that means even those born again and those who have a particular purpose here in this world for the use of the Most High. And the thing too is, some of them, they don't have any financial issues. They lie about that too. They want to tell you that they're going through such and such, but their pockets are deep, to the 10,000s, 100,000s. And if they get together with the right networks, and keep people, their business partners happy, their connections happy, they have millions of dollars to access, and they have connections too. So if you make videos about them, they will get mad, upset, and go cry to YouTube, go cry to their followers, and make their followers report you, so that they can control and censor the platforms that they're using to lure in, amass people, and just like Jim Jones, turn into cult leaders and make people depend on them instead of the Most High. When they have people depending on them instead of the Most High, then that's when, no matter how much they say they love Jesus, no matter how much they quote the book, they are going to make people man worship them, because that's what diviners do. And if they can talk a certain way to lure in certain crowds, they will harvest them too. So if it's warlocks, they will try to get as many of the ladies and females and women that they can pull in by pretending, so they can harvest them too, and as well as Destiny swap them as well. Not forgetting when their followers, their subscribers, those who put their trust in them as a reliable source, without proving and testing them to see if they're legit and finding out if they're real or they're just acting like that way in the camera, then they will speak in code, motivate, as well as put demons on people when they do their dark arts to influence them, such as stirring them up to wrath against people, places, and things, to go out there and go have a fit, to go out there and try to do something, to crash out. So they'll tell people in code what to go do, so they can do some crime for them, some high-level federal crimes, just like Jim Jones had people to do for him, and others, and hold themselves not guilty, innocent, in the sight of men. Here's the ugly thing too. Some of them, they know some serious occult arts, such as occult psychology. When you go to college, or you pick up those college books, or even search out the internet, they will teach you about psychology. Some of these criminal organizations will teach occult psychology. Then they'll send their workers out there in the field to go to work on the masses to deceive them by using feigned words and great speech and all that great talk, as well as their backing. They'll do whatever they can to push against people who are not born again and deceive those who actually know the Father, who actually know the Most High. Some like to call him the Father, some like to call him the Creator, and others they like to call him by different titles. So with them, they'll do whatever they can to cast spells on the masses without them knowing it, including so-called forms of deception. They'll take something that is legit and they'll distort it into a completely different story. And here's another thing too. They know others out there in the fields who are just like them too. And they will go snitch on each other, they'll go expose each other, but behind the scenes, don't be surprised if they're kissing cousins. That's right, you can have cult leaders in the city, cult leaders in the field, exposing each other, but when everything's said and done, when they're off the camera, everything's peaches and creams, cool beans, like nothing happened. If they can keep the controversy going too, and they can appear righteous in front of the masses by quoting a bunch of scriptures and acting as if they're such a person of great character to boast about themselves, then what they'll do is they'll have back and forth, they'll have this whole argument that goes on for hours, days, weeks, months, all this drama that they can stir up and move people to get involved with so they can get all these clicks, likes, views, and followers. And the whole time, they've been playing both sides. Harvesting people, swapping their destinies, getting them into sin, and all sorts of trouble that the Most High hates. Even 7 abominations of the heart that he hates.